Welcome to the employee login video for the online transfer system. In this video, I will walk you through the employee login section. On the home page, click on employee in the select to login panel here. To log in, you will be required to enter your employee code and the password which has been provided to you by your office head. This page is the employee dashboard which displays your basic information as captured by the office head. Also, it displays your unique application number which actually gets generated at the time the office head is creating your login details. On the top on the banner, you will see these tabs. If you click on the transfer application form, it will display the transfer form to be filled. The spouse or child declarations is the working spouse and the declarations related to children, both students in class 12 and the dependent disabled child. The medical declarations have now been segregated as per disease, so there are 8 declarations which are appended here. You can download the one where that best describes your situation and use that declaration. The circulars tab has all the important circulars with respect to the transfer process this year. You can also download the transfer form by clicking here. You are advised to download and print a form and fill it prior to filling the form online. This will ensure that your form filling is accurate and is in good time. Another important reason is that the logout time in case the screen is not active is 2 consecutive minutes. Hence, if there is no movement of the cursor, the mouse or the keyboard, the session will log out, which means any information that you might have added will get lost and you will have to start all over again. There is a user manual which tells you how to fill the form step by step. You can download and print the same from here. Now let us come back to the transfer application form and see how we need to fill the same. On clicking the transfer application form, the form will appear here. Some of the information, as you can see, is pre-filled. This information is being displayed basis the information inputted by the office head at the time of creating your login. While you cannot edit this data, you are advised to check if all the details are correct. In case of any errors, please approach your office head immediately. You will need to fill in the form information from the field shift onwards. For all the date entries, we have provided you with the calendar. Hence, you will not be able to input any date manually. You will need to necessarily use the calendar to select appropriate dates. In point 10, please note that you will either be able to fill part A or part B, but you will not be able to fill both. So if you need to fill part 10A, you can enter the school names codes here in terms of your 5 choices. Or if you need to fill part 10B, then you click on this OR button and the upper section of the form containing 10A goes blank. Let us now come to the displacement count. For point number 1, please select the relevant number of points from the drop down. For the APR grading, since it has only been taken for 2 years, you can have a maximum of 4 points. Point number 3 is to be filled by only male teachers below 40 years of age. All the rest, please keep this option blank. Point number 4 onwards, please note that you will just need to make a selection. The points will automatically get displayed on the right. While we are at point 4, this year there has been an addition of 2 new categories, single parent and widow. You can select any or all of these options. However, the maximum points will remain -50. In case of points 5, 6 and 8, which are spouse related, only one of the 3 options can be selected. The moment one of these options is selected, the others become non-editable. Similarly, for female employees, this would include point 9 number as well. This year, for award-winning employees, there is a regional incentive award category which has been added, and the points have been changed accordingly. You can select all three, any two, or any one depending on which is applicable to you. Point 12 allows you to take exemption for your child being in class 12 or having a dependent disabled child. Click yes to avail this option, and you will need to fill in the relevant details here. Now let us come to the transfer count section. Even before you start filling this section, you are asked whether you are seeking transfer. In case you select yes, only then the transfer form will get displayed. Else you can move to part D. Now this part of the transfer count is very similar to the displacement count section. Please fill the details accordingly. In point number 11, if you have a differently abled dependent child, you can give 2 more choices of stations for transfer. When you click yes on this option, it asks you for the 2 choices here. Part D deals with all declarations and certificates. If you do not have any declarations, simply proceed further. However, if you have to upload any declarations, click on yes here. The moment you click on yes, the 3 kinds of declarations that need to be submitted are visible. If you have to submit the working spouse declaration, upload here. If you need to submit the medical declaration, upload here. For any child related declarations, upload here. Now you need to remember a couple of things when it comes to declarations. The file size of any attachment cannot exceed 400 KB and the format needs to be JPEG only. Please scan the duly filled and verified declaration and save it as a JPEG file. At the same time, reduce the file size. This can be done in any of the photo editing softwares or in Paint. Declarations can only be submitted once by the employee. If by any chance you forget to upload your declarations, there is no way it can be uploaded again. Even the office head doesn't have the option to attach or upload a declaration. You can also have the option to upload your signature. The file size needs to be less than 50 KB and the same needs to be JPEG. Once you have cross-verified all the details, added all the attachments, you need to click on the mandatory declaration here and then click on Submit Form. You will notice another button here called Save for Later. This will be useful if at any stage of filling the form you need to step out or stop filling the form. You can click on this button and whatever you would have entered till the time you press this button will get saved. You can come back again and start filling from where you left off or edit the information already entered and then submit the form. The reset button would reset the whole form to blank except for the pre-filled data that will continue to appear. Once the form has been submitted, it will be read-only to you. You can print this form from the print option given and keep it for your records. Before we close, just a reminder on a few key instructions. This website is available to you 24/7. The help desk will be available on 2 landline numbers between 8 AM and 8 PM. Logger time for the form is only 2 minutes in case of no activity of the mouse or the keyboard. The Save for Later option doesn't save any attachments, so please ensure that you upload the necessary attachments before you submit the form. Attachments in terms of declarations cannot be attached from Office Head login, so you need to ensure that they are uploaded before submitting the form. This brings us to the end of this session. Thank you and have a great day.